You're Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Alien Romulus. Finally, damn, bro, I almost got nervous today because, of course, my job would call me in, so I wasn't able to see the first showing of this movie. I had to go at 7. I was a little annoyed by that, you know what I'm saying? But we're finally here. This is definitely one of my highly most anticipated movies to come out for the year. Fede Alvarez is the director, the guy that did Evil Dead 2013, and he also did Don't Breathe. So you already know I was like really looking forward to this. This is definitely going to be one of the goriest Alien entries. This takes place in between the first one and the second one, so I would definitely want to check out the first Alien and the Aliens again, because it's been a while, and a lot of there's a lot to the Alien lore and stuff like that with like Prometheus and all those movies. So it's really refreshing with this movie because it got me excited because of it going back to its horror roots, and this is definitely going back to its roots. But let me talk about this story real quick without spoiling anything. I know it's still early. Definitely go out and check this out. So you have what's her name, Kaylee Spaney. She's from the Civil War movie. She was good in that. As I was watching this movie, this is just like something that I couldn't get off my mind. She would have been a better Ellie than who's currently playing Ellie in the Last of Us series. I just wanted to put that out there because I just couldn't unsee it once I was watching this movie. I was just like, why? Anyways, we're not here to talk about the Last of Us. That's just something I wanted to kind of point out. So Kaylee Spaney's character in this, her character goes by the name of Rain, and she has like this android, or this like synthetic, as they call it in the Alien universe, that is also, she looks at him as a brother. They're kind of falling on hard times. This planet they're on, though, they have some fucked up like kind of rules as far as how they go about their like work environment, or just how they treat people, where you can't, where she got stuck with like doing like 5 or 6 more years of work. I don't know, just the way that they had that whole setup, I was like, I do not like that planet. Whatever that planet is, I wouldn't want to stay there, because it's like there's legit slavery going on over there. So she's pretty much beat. She can't leave the planet and whatnot. And this is where we get introduced to her ragtag group of friends. They go by the name of Bjorn, which Bjorn, he's annoying. He causes a lot of issues amongst the group and whatnot. I forget what the other dude's name is, and his sister. And then we have, I'm drawing a blank on the Asian chick's name, but it doesn't really matter, because as soon as they go on this trip, things obviously go left, as you know, they're traveling throughout this like old ass station. It's creepy as hell. They're unarmed. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good look. I'll be like, I'm not doing this. This is a complete dummy mission. And that's what it ends up turning out to be. So they end up kind of getting split up. And the one group that's kind of collecting all this fuel so they can make their trip, there's a lot of things kind of going on. So they don't have much time. They have like about, I forget how many hours. I think it was like 36 hours before like the craft that they're on collides with this like asteroid belt or whatnot, and they're all fucked. And while they have this time kind of constraint, they have to get this fuel. They get locked into this room, and this is where things get really interesting, because the room that they go into just so happens to have a shit ton of face huggers, and something kind of triggers the thing that kind of starts to heat them up pretty much. And now this is where the movie really starts to kind of kick off. It's just absolute chaos, and there's some horrific ass scenes that I just wouldn't want to be stuck in. And there's some really dope scenes where you can feel claustrophobic in these like tight spaces, people crawling into these like little vents, and anything can go wrong at this moment. And I just really like how the tension is built from the start to the finish. Like I said, it takes a minute for this movie to kind of get going, but once it does, I feel like it's really well done. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel rushed. Um, you get a good sense of each character, even though you obviously know that them going up there, in an alien movie, crossing paths with any type of xenomorphs or facehuggers, it's a wrap, bro. And even these robots keep telling them, it's like, you might as well put her out of her misery. And like I said, the character of Bjorn, he's the one that really fucking will tick you off and does some really stupid shit. That's all I'll say about the story thus far. Like, just once they get into that little room, that's where things get real. And what I could say I really like about this movie is the set design, the special effects, the practical effects, and just the way the xenomorphs look and how nasty it is, and the body horror when what happens when a facehugger gets in contact with somebody and whatnot. And even characters like Andy, that's Rain's brother, aka just friend, or however you want to kind of reference their relationship. They're pretty much like siblings. That's how she kind of treats him. He is a dope ass character. That's a person that you want to kind of follow around. He's going to get you very far in this movie. Kaylee Spaney did a really great job as Rain in this as well, and I'm curious to see where they're going to take these alien movies moving forward. And because there's definitely some things that are left open-ended in this movie, obviously, because they probably want to do a sequel or do another movie that takes place within the alien universe. I'm all for it. Give me more of these movies with Kaylee. I'll be down with it. Overall, really enjoyed this movie. Would definitely watch it again. Actually, I am going to be watching it again in IMAX tomorrow for the first time, so looking forward to that. I really like the gore in this. There's some really freaky ass shit in here that I cannot unseen anymore, and man, I'm excited to see where this all kind of goes as a whole, and if they are going to like connect this with Prey, or if Prey is going to be kind of its own thing. I just feel like Alien's in a really good spot with this movie. This is a good kind of refreshing movie, and it's bringing Alien back to where it needs to be in that sci-fi horror vibe. But if you get around to checking this movie out, let me know your thoughts. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.